if it's not having like a real negative impact on a lot of the other aspects of his life, then maybe it's okay, or maybe it's just okay for a period of time. Drinking is fun, man.
I just want to hang out with him.
Is it?
It can be.
It can be.
It's like
It
kind
can
of
be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it can really, like, I mean, in good company, it can really be great.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it could be not so great, but
It's
what's your experience?
My experience is like the few times where it's gone too far, because I've gotten drunk, and being drunk is cool, but getting so drunk that the next day is shit, I hated that so much that I was just like, after a few times, I was just like, nah, I can't do this. I got too much stuff that I like to do while feeling good. Like, that's the thing. It's like, people can still feel okay and get through certain things, but I like to feel really good. I like to feel sharp. And it doesn't allow me to feel sharp.
What about just getting a little tipsy?
I like tipsy. This is the thing, though. You know, when I was a little bit younger, I had not even a little bit younger, it was last year or the year before or whatever. And a few years, I was like going wine tasting, and I was getting into wine. Not because I was like, oh, I love wine, but I thought it was just something that.
Look at the legs on this wine.
Right. I was like, I want to learn about wine because, you know, it's a thing adults do. Like, legit in my mind, I was just like, you know, it's probably cool to be able to know a bit about wine and talk about it and learn about it. And it does taste kind of good. And I'd rather do this or drink this than hard, you know, tequila and shit. But truly, I didn't give a fuck, so I stopped. And I'm not anti wine or anything, but I don't drink because of the influence of other people anymore. Because at that time I was like, this is something that I just should do because this is like the outside, but I have no drive for it.
I like that a lot. I like that. I think that's great. You know, that it's not like only influenced by other people. I think having some influence from other people, I don't think is necessarily bad, but having that influence or feeling that pressure all the time, I think it's good to be observant of all behaviors, and it's not easy to kind of zoom out from your behaviors of like, what do you do when you have people over? Like, do you always have to eat? Do you always have to drink? Do you always need to have something in front of you? Like, because there's a lot more social anxiety than people give credit to. And I think that's what drinking does, is like lowers that barrier of having some social angst. Like, you would think like us, we're just all friends. Like, we can all just like hang out. But think about the three of us, we hang out, and there's very, very rarely alcohol involved. So that's not our go-to for us.
Yeah.
Our go-to is like, hey, let's go for a walk. Like, that's the most fun thing that we can figure out, is going for a walk or hopping into the gym and working on some stuff, or sitting here working on the podcast. But I think sometimes people start to associate certain people and certain places, obviously like a bar or something like that, with like, we're going to go drink.
Yeah. You know, this is the thing though about alcohol. It's like, I don't drink a lot of it. Like, I went to a dinner with my girlfriend and a few of her friends that came to town, and I got a mixed drink. Like, I'll do that. I'm a super lightweight since I don't drink often, so that one drink took me where I needed to be, and that was nice. I do like really good. I like really good bourbon, right? And I have that in the house, but it legit has been in the same level for like the past 9 months because I rarely touch it. I'll touch it every now and then. Same with whiskey. I'll touch it every now and then. Power Project family, how's it going? Now, we like to look good in the gym and out of the gym. That's why you always see Mark and I and Andrew is stepping up on the short game, wearing shorts from Viore and clothes from Viore. And honestly, the number one compliment that I've seen, that I've gotten, and even Mark's gotten, is, damn, your butt looks good. And that's because, well, the clothes we wear make our booties look delicious. Andrew, how can they get it?
Yeah, you guys both have pretty big wagons. You guys can head over to viori.com/powerproject. That's VUORI.com/powerproject to receive 20% off the most amazing apparel that looks so good inside and outside of the gym.
It's going to make your ass look fat,
and your ass will look fat. Links to them down in the description, as well as the podcast show notes. God damn it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Make your ass look fat. But it's not something like, I'm lucky enough that, number one, I've seen people I had a relationship once with someone who just drank too much. So I was able to just see the deleterious effects of drinking way too much and not having control over it. And that was always something that I found extremely unattractive, not just in that individual, but then I was like, I just don't want to be like that. Right. And I just don't, for me personally, I'll do it in social settings, but since I'm a lightweight, since I don't drink often, it plays itself out. I'll need one drink and I'm good.
Well, for a lot of people though, like, it's, for me, I remember saying like, I don't know how I'm going to have fun if I quit drinking. Like that, I was that tied to it. But a lot of people though, it's called, confidence in a can or liquid confidence.
Social lubricant.
Liquid courage. Yeah.
Yeah. Liquid courage.
Beer muscles.
It changes like your thought process on everything. You basically stop thinking and you just start saying what the hell is just first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah.
And thankfully for me, it was usually pretty damn good. Like I was pretty charismatic. I was very confident. I wasn't second guessing anything.
You're like, I'm going to tell that bouncer over there that he should take more steroids.
Yeah.
It's going to be really funny.
Yeah. And but like, I mean, I never did that, but like in that situation where like you want to make a stupid joke where it's like offending somebody, but it's like funny. It would always work out when I was drunk. Like if I wasn't drunk, it would like fall flat and like start shit. It's like, so it was weird. Like it just, everything kind of just like fell into place when I would be drinking.
Yeah.
And so it was really hard to be like, I'm not going to do that anymore.
I think someone like Bert Kreischer, he's also like the life of the party. And then when you become that person, then it's very difficult. And then like even if you just like don't drink for a day or a night, people are like, oh, what are you on some special diet? People, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing type of thing. But I think with someone like him, there was a couple other things I observed, and I know it's like silly to like break this down because he's having fun and he's just talking. But he did mention like seeing the sunrise and seeing the sunset. So to me, that kind of tells me like, this is a guy who just doesn't want to miss out on life. And it doesn't seem like he is. It seems like he has a lot of things in order. Does he drink too much? I don't know him personally, so I can't really say. I've never been around him, never met him, so I don't truly know. But what he showed in the video seems like excessive for sure. But is it negatively impacting his day-to-day? If it's not affecting his job, if it's not negatively impacting his health, which it could be, if it's not having like a real negative impact on a lot of the other aspects of his life, then maybe it's okay, or maybe it's just okay for a period of time.
Some people just love to party. I think I've listened to Bears before, and I've heard Bert say that he just doesn't want to miss out on the party.
Funny.
He's hilarious, and he just doesn't want to miss out on the party. And I think I don't want to bring in my bias because I don't give a fuck about partying. Like, I really don't. I could go my whole life without ever going to another party. I truly could. And I think that kind of informs, like, I guess the way I look at drinking. Because if you're someone who likes partying, and that's not a bad thing, my question or my wonder is, there could be a way for people to love to party and also stay healthy. Right? Like, you can love to party and you don't have to drink excessively in a way that it fucks up your sleep, because we know how you getting good sleep will affect your longevity, your memory, your cognitive abilities during the day. Can you somehow balance that? And you don't need to stop doing what you love if it's partying with whoever, but how can individuals that love that have it all? So how can you be healthy? Because there's some people who are in really good shape, but how can you make sure you're at least really healthy while drinking a bit, while being able to party and having the life you want? Because, if the life you want has you partying quite a bit, it doesn't make sense to remove that aspect of your life if you then don't enjoy life. Right? Everyone's life is different. You don't need to be like fucking myopic and just so focused on fitness like we are. That's not the thing. But how can you have it all, but still, live a life that you truly enjoy, a healthy life that you truly enjoy, since the health aspect is what we're focused on. Guys, we're working hard over here trying to learn, trying to bring our information to you, and we need your help. A lot of you guys watching these bites aren't subscribed, so just click that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can see when we continue to come out with this heat. Talk to y'all later.